So 2024 not only introduced me to some of my most favorite books of all time, it also introduced me to some of my favorite authors of all time. I'm going to share with you my 10 auto-buy authors. So these are authors that I literally do not have to know anything about the plot. I will just literally blindly buy it, add to cart, because I trust these people's writing so much and they just speak to me so much that I just know I'll love it. I don't even have to know, into the cart it goes. First up is Leigh Bardugo. Yes, I have professed my love for this author numerous times. I always say that I find her to be a master storyteller. Her plot is so freaking intricate. I don't even know how she came up with the way her character, Kaz Brekker, thinks things and the plot. He is in Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom. I love it. I also read The Familiar by her, and it has one of the most beautiful endings of a book that I've read all year. It still haunts me to this day. So I have more of her books on my shelf that I need to get to, but I just know she'll never disappoint me. Truly, I adore her writing. Next is Kylie Snow. Yes, I read The Lies of Lena and then The Sins of Silas, and it just gets better and better as we go along. Her plot also is really cool. It's got so many twists and turns, and then the relationships in the story, I love every little bit of it. Kylie Snow has this way of bringing out the insecurities of each character, but holding them in a light where you find the beauty in them. And I just adore that. I adore it so much. I love Lena. She's the main character in the story. She's a fiery little redhead, but she also has such insecurities. And they really spoke to me. I found a home with her, and I adore these books. I'll read anything that Kylie Snow writes. Next is Penelope Douglas. I absolutely adore her writing and the depth she goes with her characters. She has written my favorite dark romances of the year. I absolutely love them. And no, I haven't read Credence. So I feel as though I probably need to read it though if I'm saying she's my auto-buy author, right? But I've read all The Devil's Night, I read Five Brothers, and to me, she can do no wrong. So I'll let you know after I read Credence, but I'm pretty sure this woman can do no wrong for me. Every now and then an author comes along and I literally only have to read one book by them and I know that I'll buy anything they write. Like, that's how good they are, I know from one book. And that happened to me with M.L. Wang of Blood Over Brighthaven. I freaking love this book. It was such a surprise. I didn't know anything about it. It's high fantasy. It's not a romantasy. And I just loved it. The female character is so strong. The way that Emma Wang writes, she has these parallels with her fantasy universe that just like blow my mind. They change my brain chemistry. They change the way I thought, the way I saw certain things in life. And I just freaking love when books can do that. And I just find her to be an amazing writer. So I've already downloaded The Sword of Kaigon because I saw that she also wrote that book and I haven't read it yet. So that is upcoming on my next TBR. For sure, I want to get to that one because I adore this woman's stories. Penn Cole. Yeah, give me all her books. Give me all her books. I don't care. I've only read the three. The Spark of the Everflame, Glow of the Everflame, Heat of the Everflame, and I cannot wait for the fourth book. I know there's no date. I don't know when it's coming out, but her plot also, it just intrigued me. I love the twists and turns. I love the slow burn. I've heard some people that didn't like these books that said that the female character annoyed them. No, I think that it's really cool when an author puts the frustrating parts of someone. I think it just builds character and lets you see that the character is not perfect. So I really love when people do that. Even if the character, you want to be like, come on, DM. I love that. So that's just me. And I adore these books. They are literally in my top 3 of the year. So anyways, Penn Cole, anything she writes, I will snag it. Rachel Gillig is another one. I read One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns, and I know that that's just a duology, but she is coming out with a new book, with maybe a new duology series. I'm not sure what it'll be, but don't you worry. I follow her on another app, and I saw that she was putting out a new book next year, and I'll be first in line to get that. Yep. Don't even know what it's about. Don't care. I will buy it. Next is Jessa Hastings. Yes, she owns my heart and my soul. Literally, she can take it, she can keep it, she doesn't have to give it back. She can crush it, stomp it on the floor, give it back, put it back together. Really, she can do all those things because I adore her writing. I adore her books. The quotes that she put in her books, if you didn't know, she wrote the Magnolia Parks universe and the Daisy Hates books. I just can't even say. just can't even say. Her quotes just spoke to my soul directly, and they are my books of a lifetime. So I do still need to read. I think it's Never Never or Never After. There's like another book that she wrote, and I'm curious to see what another book by her is like. But I just know for me, anything she writes, I'll buy. Next is Kari Lake. Yes, just take all my money, girl. Take it all. I will buy all of her books. In fact, the rest of her books are on my 2025 list to get to, and I will get to all of them. Yes, I will. I've already read Nocticadia, Anathema. I just love the way she writes. I love that she pulls you in little by little. It doesn't even matter when it's a slow burn like Anathema or if it's a little bit faster romance paced like Nocticadia. Either one, it doesn't matter to me because the plot is that great that I just get lost. I get lost in her writing and truly, yep, add to cart. Add to cart again and again. Next is Nicole Fiorina, and her writing, I've said this numerous times, is like poetry but in novel form. And the quotes in her book also resonate with me, also live in my brain and in my heart and in my soul. Hollow Heathens is one of my favorite books of the whole year, and it's just so beautiful, like the way she writes, that I just know whatever she puts out, again, she's another one that I have more of her books on my TBR for 2025 because I just get so lost in her beautiful writing. And if you haven't checked her out yet, you definitely need to. She's just amazing. And lastly, but certainly not least, is Eliza Reign. If you have not heard of her, she wrote the entire Shadowbound Queen series that I've talked about. I adore these books. They are so fast-paced. Literally, you just binge them all so quickly because the way one leaves off, you have to go to the next, the next, the next, because you just can't put them down. And I love these books. I love the plot twists. I didn't know what was going to happen next. I love the enemies to lovers, the romance, everything about it. Of course, I had a shadow daddy in there, so I love that. But I literally just blindly bought 2 more of her series. I don't even know. I know one is like a Vikings kind of theme, and the other, I can't remember right now, but literally I told you, I would just blindly add to cart. So they're supposed to be coming this week. Thank you, Amazon. Yeah, I literally added them, and I just trust her writing. I know I'll love it, and I can't wait to read them and tell you all about them. So yes, if you have not checked it out, you definitely need to. So these are my top 10 auto-buy authors. I hope y'all check some of their books out, especially the ones I mentioned that are indie authors. That would be so great if you would support them because truly their writing was some of my favorite of the year. Let me know in the comments who y'all's auto-buy authors are because it may be someone that I haven't tried their books yet. And if you're auto-buying them, then they must be great and I want to check them out.